Welcome. My name is Andy Taylor. I am a family nurse practitioner student at the University of Las Vegas um, FNP program currently. This is my continuous quality improvement plan. Um, in this plan, I plan on explaining what a continuous quality improvement plan, how to be able to process those, the procedures that are used to be able to explain a continuous quality improvement plan, and the results that I got when going through this continuous quality improvement plan. So jumping into it right now, with introduction to what a CQI is. Right now, defining a continuous quality improvement is as a philosophy and a management system that aims to improve processes, outcomes, safety, and patient care by using data and feedback to identify problems and solutions. A CQI involves a cycle of collecting, analyzing, and using data to make decisions and implement changes. This is very important because it always is to be an advocate for change. Furthermore, change that will improve your life and the lives of those around you. In this particular CQI improvement project plan, I was asked to come up with a CQI that would improve my particular lifestyle right now that I am in. And with every CQI, you have to come up with a measurable goal. Goals are very important because it allows them to become motivated and have a purpose with their plan. My current goal right now is to increase my daily self care, including quality, personal, and family care to improve my mental and physical health. Once a goal is set into motion, you can include team members to help implement and guide the direction that you need for the CQI to be implemented, and to be successful. In this case, I have team members that will be joining me. Will be my wife, Tasia, and a friend whose name is Tame, who just graduated from the Family Nurse Practitioner program. This is important because one, I need support, and two, I need to have a good sense of ability to be able to be um, understood and to make sure that I'm making the right goals that aren't overstretching, but also making sure that I can accomplish those same goals as well. A couple visuals that we need to run through real quick. This first one is called a process map. A process map are visual representation that shows the steps, activities, and tasks of a process and the people who are involved and the inputs and outputs. This particular one is involving with my wife, Tasia, and it starts off with me going through the day, starting off with tomorrow to do a daily self-care scheduling. And from there, it will point into the directions of will scheduling self-care be consistent in the morning or the evening, yes or no, and vice versa. And as you continue with this process map, you can decide with the yes or no process to see if a CQI plan or goal that you've set into motion will actually work. For example, will scheduling self-care be consistent in the morning or the evening? If I say yes, then I can ask myself, will my self-care allow for more personal time? I will then have more time for myself and possibly have better physical activities. I will then improve my personal mental health and physical activity. And then I can be flexible on when I can work out and improve my physical care. And this will end up with being with adequate scheduling, my wife and Tommy and I can incorporate all aspects of self-care, including physical and mental health acts. Now, the opposite is the process map will actually still help guide and direct you into accomplishing the same goal, even as sometimes different cares will be done. For example, instead of the morning hours, if we turn to the left side, we'll notice that the evenings will be used for self-care instead of the mornings. And then it continues to go on with the possibilities of how a process map will work for me in this CQI. Moving forward, there's another diagram called a fishbone diagram. A fishbone diagram is a solving approach that uses a fish-shaped diagram to model possible root causes of problems and troubleshoot possible solutions. I personally enjoy a fishbone diagram because it is very up forward and front, and it tells me if a problem will be an issue or not. For example, with a problem, so there are no self-care acts if you look to the far right, and then it kind of splits off into the other categories of where the problem will include. That includes the equipment to be able to take care of myself, the environment, materials, people, process, and the mood. And it helps diagram and break down into the process of what individual problems are happening and how I can be able to control that and to be able to change and see where I can improve or change with my CQI. And I believe this is the most important part that needs to be understood with a CQI is once you set it in motion, you're not all the time responsible or not just responsible. You do not have to stay solidified in your actions. You can actually change up and improve your goals or change your goals and change your plan to be able to help and change for the better. Every continuous quality improvement project needs to have an aim. The specific aim for my CQI is to improve my daily self-care activities so that I can maintain or improve my mental and physical health. This is important because already with one semester, I can see a decrease in my mental health and my family's health. The aim will be a daily measurable act that can change and flex the needs of the day. I used the SMART goals, that is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely, to be able to determine my goal and my aim and see how that is measured. Every continuous quality improvement project, there has to be a sense of how how things will go. In this particular case, there's the model that we use is called the PDS model, and that stands for plan, do, study, and then act. My plan at the beginning was starting off with the first week of break. I plan on implementing a schedule that will look similar to my class schedule. This will include exercising, studying previous important FNP school subjects, and implementing practical family time. So this is for future reference, but my due. So on the first day of break, I will start off by sitting down with my family and plan the week events out day by day. After this schedule is written down, I will then schedule a daily study session for where, how long, and what I am studying. This will help me be more productive for these study sessions. And finally, I will schedule myself care times and exercise times. This is important because for me personally, if it's not in the schedule, I will not consider doing it. Every CQI project, you have to study the results of what is currently happening in your project. So in this particular case, I will study my actions and record them daily in the evening hours, right before I go to bed. This will be done with my schedule open and my journal open to record if I was able to accomplish my activities for that day. Part of the PDSA is the act motion. As a person that likes to improve and fix things, this will be probably the most important and probably the most motivating action that can happen. With me personally, I see action, I see progress. And with the quality family engagements, increase energy from exercise, and increase happiness by focusing on my mental and my mood, that would be the motivating factor that will help encourage me and take me to the next step. With ending with these last two slides, I can say that the outcome of this CQI was very beneficial for me. It helped increase my mental health, increase my physical shape, increase in energy and happiness for my well-being. And to be honest, it was the exact results of what I was expecting. However, in the process, I learned that every day there are improvements that occur, that motivation continues to grow. On my CQI project, I can say that there's definitely pros of it. I gained energy, increased mental health in a positive way, and I was able to see my family longer. The cons is that they definitely added to a little bit more to a busy schedule, and that it made it hard for me to continue with my CQI project. Appreciate for the time to be able to do this, and thank you for the time, and have a good evening. Bye now.